Okay. Good morning, students. So last video we discussed about the types of velocities. So there I talked about what is variable velocity. So variable velocity in the sense what? When a body's velocity is constantly changing. Okay. So I said maybe it is changing its magnitude, maybe changing its direction or both. Anyway, if it is moving with a variable velocity, then in that case we have to use another term that is called as acceleration. So this acceleration terms comes when a body is moving with the variable velocity. Okay. So let's go for this term acceleration, which is denoted by the sign small a. Okay. Now what is acceleration? The definition is what? The rate of change of velocity with the time. So that is called as what? Acceleration. So acceleration, as per the definition, this is change in velocity by time. So this will be called as what? Acceleration. Okay. Now, what is change in velocity? As I said, when we talk about variable velocity means the body is not moving with a constant velocity. So that means constantly it is changing. So in that case only acceleration comes. So that's a change in velocity while we will discuss. So let's take this example. Let initially a body is moving with an initial velocity u. U stands for what? This is called as initial velocity. So the velocity with which the body starts its motion, that is called as initial velocity. So its initial velocity is u. In time t, it acquires the velocity v, which is called as its final velocity. Okay. So you see the velocity is changing. Initially it was u, after time t it became v. Now how much is the change? How we have to find out change? Every case, change in the sense final minus initial. While you are finding change, let's suppose this year you are having suppose this year you are having an exam, in an exam you got suppose 90%. In the next year you are getting suppose 95%. There is a change in your percentage. So how you are finding how much is the percentage increase or decrease? By finding what? Final minus initial. Exactly the same here. Change can be calculated by formula final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time. Okay. So this is how you are calculating the change in velocity. Final velocity minus initial velocity giving you the change in velocity and divided by time. This is the formula to calculate acceleration. Or symbolically if you write final velocity is represented by v, initial with u and time t. So this is the formula to be used to calculate the acceleration. Right? Now what is the SI unit? So SI unit is meter per second square. Remember this? So in case of acceleration, SI unit is what? Meter per second square. And it is a vector quantity. It is a vector quantity. Okay? Because it is depending upon the direction. So that's it is a vector quantity. Now we'll go for its type. Okay. Now acceleration is broadly classified into one is called as your positive acceleration. Positive acceleration or simply it is called as acceleration. And second category is what? Negative acceleration. Or this is called as retardation or deceleration. Okay, any term you can use to show the negative acceleration. Okay, now what is when we are getting a positive acceleration? That means when your acceleration will be positive, that is called as positive acceleration. As acceleration's formula we have defined a equals to final velocity minus initial velocity by time. And I said you this is positive acceleration, that totally depend if the magnitude of A is positive, when it will be positive, if this numerator will be positive. Okay, so that means here V minus U must be positive, or it should be greater than 0, or you can write this difference must come positive. If V minus U will come as positive, then only acceleration will be positive. And V minus U, when it will give you positive result? If V will be greater than U. V, let's suppose V is equals to 10 meter per second, U is 5 meter per second, 10 minus 5 will be 5. 5 is a what? Positive value or not? Positive. So that means if V will be greater than U, in that case only your acceleration is going to come as positive. Okay, so that means you can say if the final velocity is more than the initial velocity, in that case the acceleration is called as what? Positive acceleration. Okay. Now let's go for this negative acceleration. Just opposite, that means as I said A equals to V minus U by T. So that means A should be having a negative value, and negative value when it will come? Negative value if it comes, it only comes from its what? That ratio what we are having V minus U by T. If the numerator will be having a negative value, then only our acceleration will come as negative. So in which case V minus U will be negative? So if V minus U will be negative, in that case A will be negative. And V minus U, when it will be negative? When this will be negative? If V is less than U. If this final velocity is less than the initial velocity. Suppose your final velocity is 5 meter per second and initial velocity is 8 meter per second. Now 5 minus 8. So it will be giving you what? Minus 3. So that means your answer is coming in a negative. So that's what you can say here. That means if the final velocity is less than the initial velocity, then in that case acceleration will be taken as what? Negative acceleration, or this is also called as your retardation. And generally positive acceleration, if I am taking an example of positive acceleration, suppose a free fall of a body. A body is falling freely from a height. Okay, so when it is falling freely, so its value of acceleration is what? Positive. Because velocity, when we are taking a body and just dropping it, that means when it is falling freely, so its velocity going on, V is increasing in downward direction. So V is increasing, so that means velocity is increasing. So when velocity is increasing, always you can find out at any moment final velocity in comparison to initial velocity will be higher. So when final velocity is more than initial velocity, that will be taken as positive acceleration. But if I am taking negative acceleration, so suppose you are applying brakes in the car. So when you are applying the brakes in the car, so that means suppose you are moving with certain velocity or certain speed, and suddenly you are applying the brake. What will happen? Your velocity going on decreasing, or the magnitude of this velocity or the speed going on decreasing. So that means final velocity will be smaller than the velocity with which it started. So that's why this is a case that is called as the retardation or negative acceleration. Okay. So this is what is positive acceleration and what is negative acceleration. Leaving that, we can also classify acceleration into uniform acceleration, non-uniform acceleration. Okay, so we can also divide acceleration in uniform acceleration and non-uniform acceleration. Okay, we can also divide acceleration into two categories: uniform, non-uniform, like the other terms. So when the acceleration will be uniform, if change in velocity is same with the time. Okay, so that means in that case acceleration will be uniform. Like just an example I am saying you. Let's suppose a body started with initial velocity. Suppose started with the velocity 10 meter per second. Okay, and after some time, let's suppose t equals to 2 seconds. So after 2 seconds, there is a velocity changes 12 meter per second. Okay, suppose next 2 seconds, its velocity is what? 14 meter per second. Next 2 seconds, it is becoming 16 meter per second. Okay, if the change in velocity is same with the time or the same interval of time, so you can say here in the first interval, this is the first interval. So here what is the acceleration? Look at, this is the final velocity, that is 12 minus what is the initial velocity is 10. Time gap kitna? This is 2. So this is 10, this is 12 minus 10 is 2. 2 by 2 is equals to 1 meter per second square. Right? So that means for this first slot, acceleration is 1 meter per second square. Now let's go for the next one. So here, this is suppose A1, next go for A2, second slot, final velocity is 14, initial is 12 by 2 seconds, so this is 2 by 2 is again 1 meter per second. And the third slot, suppose A3, so in that case also final velocity 16, initial is 14 by 2 and this is 2 by 2 is 1 meter per second square. So what we have learned from this results, what we got? The result is constant. I said you earlier also, uniform means constant, it's same value. So that means its acceleration is not changing, it is moving with a constant acceleration. Then this is called as what? Uniform acceleration. And when it can be possible? If there is an equal change in velocity with the same change in the time. Okay, or equal interval of time. So in that case, we can say what? This is uniform acceleration. Non-uniform means what? If, this definition is what? If velocity, or you can say unequal change in velocity in equal interval of time or equal change in velocity in unequal interval of time. Okay, like the definition of non-uniform motion, similarly, if unequal change in velocity will be there in the equal time interval, or you can say if there is a equal change in velocity but unequal interval of time, any one thing need to be changed, then in that case what you can say, this is a case of non-uniform acceleration. Like here, if I wanted to state it by a figure here, let's suppose initial is suppose 10 meter per second, okay, then it is 12 meter per second, time gap is let's suppose 2 seconds, next it is 14 meter per second, time gap is 1 second, next it is 16 meter per second, time gap is suppose 3 seconds. So you can see all the three slots. So suppose the first slot A1. So what will be the value? 12 minus 10 by 2. So this is 2 by 2 is 1 meter per second. Where is the acceleration? In the second slot A2, if you are finding 14 minus 12 by time gap is 1 second. So that's why this will be 2 by 1 is 2 meter per second square. And the third slot A3, if you are finding, this is final velocity 16. Initial is 14. What is the time gap? 3. So this is 2 by 3 meter per second square. Now you can see all the three values are coming to be different. And that is nothing but we can say the acceleration is not constant or it is not uniform, but it is a non-uniform. Okay. So this is what one example I have taken here where what? Change in velocity in all the cases same. You can see change in velocity 2. Change in velocity is same. But the time interval is different. So in those cases, what I got, the acceleration is different. So this is what this is showing when we can say acceleration to be uniform and when we can say acceleration to be non-uniform. So acceleration to be uniform, in which case, like example is your free fall of the body, that is a uniform acceleration. Example of uniform acceleration, we know when a body is falling freely, it moves with a uniform acceleration of how much? 9.8 meter per second. It is having a constant acceleration. Okay. And non-uniform acceleration example, suppose in a busy road, if a vehicle is moving, every time it has to change its velocity. So that time, sometimes it has to increase the speed, sometimes it has to decrease the speed. So that means here the acceleration will never be coming same. So that is the case of what? Non-uniform acceleration. Okay. So now we have we are now already known about different terms here which has to be used while describing the motion. Okay, so next video I will share some graphs related to all these terms. Okay, thank you.